What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be looking at ROPH versus Omega PH game number 3. Alright, so Raflesha took out the Diggie again, but let's see if they perfected it or they improved it compared to before. It was already good before, I'm not saying it was bad, but let's see if they made it better, alright, and why they picked it again. So let's go over the draft. Alright, so for ROPH, Hilda and Kufra is already banned. And then for Omega, they ban Yuzhong and Selena. Those are pretty common bans, especially Greed Selena is really good, so that's like a respect ban right there. Now RPH ban Alice, which is a more it's getting more popular now. The Alice offlane. Obviously we've seen it from RQ first, but now we're seeing people actually ban Alice now. Right? People are finally realizing that Alice offlane is actually freaking insane. The wave clear with the first skill is really quick. The sustain is pretty insane, and it's really annoying to go against. So yeah, so that's why Alice is banned. People in MPLPH are finally realizing that Alice is actually a thing. Tamus is banned. For Tamus, I don't really know why they banned Tamus, but it's not a bad ban. Kilowash is known for his Tamus, obviously, so it's definitely not a bad ban, but it could have been something else, like maybe Uranus or something. But Omega PH is probably looking to counter the Uranus if ROPH picks it here. So let's see what ROPH picks first. They pick... Oh, they do pick the Uranus. Alright, so let's see what Omega PH will pick to counter this Uranus pick. So to counter this Uranus pick, who are good? Bauman. Usually Bauman is picked to counter the Uranus. Alright. Bauman, who else? Valier. Valier is pretty good against Uranus. Farsa is still open, but I'm not really sure if Farsa is good against Uranus, since Uranus is too fast to even hit with the ulti. But yeah, those three are still open. So let's see what they pick. They picked the Khalid. Actually, Khalid early game could outtrade Uranus, which is also a good pick. And plus, Uranus doesn't have any interruption for Khalid to cancel his second skill. So Khalid could use second skill and heal, while Uranus cannot do anything. He has no interrupt. So Khalid is actually a real good pick here. Also another counter for Uranus. So very well played by Omega PH by counter picking. For Chu, I think they picked Chu so that their Khalid doesn't get countered, because Chu is a really good hero against Khalid. You can knock up Khalid when he second skills, you can kick him, and he's screwed after that, right? So as long as there's no interruptions for Khalid, Khalid is a good pick. But Jawhead is still open here. I'm pretty surprised that Jawhead is not picked as often, like recently, if you've noticed. So Jawhead is still open here, which is actually really good against Khalid. Every time Khalid second skills, you just throw him. But yeah, let's see what RPH picks here. The two tanks, there's still Atlas open. I think they might pick Atlas here, or they might give it. We'll see. Yeah, Atlas is still open, so RPH has the chance to pick Atlas. But we'll see here. Alright, so they picked the Bauman. The reason why is to actually, so they won't get countered probably. This Chu might be a tank Chu. They don't know. It's like a flex. It could be an offlane Chu or it's a tank Chu, since you guys already know that Haze could play the tank Chu. But here we have RPH picking Bauman, which counters the Uranus. So if they don't get countered, they pick the Bauman. Yisenshin is also a very safe pick here, I would say. Since he does have the immune on his first skill. So Yisenshin is actually really good here, to be honest with you. Very safe pick. Yisenshin is prioritized right now since he is a safe pick compared to like the other cores right now. Like for example, Ling. Alright, Ling is really dependent on blue buff. If you don't get the blue buff, you're screwed. For compared to Yisenshin, if you get your blue buff stolen, it's not gonna hit you that hard, right? So that's why. Pick the Harith. Wow, very surprising here. But Harith is actually not a bad pick here, cause they don't have any hard CC yet. For Harith, they don't have anything to stun the Harith right now. So this Harith should do good. Theoretically, should do good, right? Since he could keep dancing. If he doesn't get, if he gets the blue buff and he gets, you know, his cooldown items, this Harith can dash back and forth over and over again without anybody interrupting him. Because right now, ROPH, they don't have anything to, you know, to hold down this Harith. You could pick Akai to hold down Harith, but then again, we're in the second phase of the bans. So let's see what ROPH bans and Omega PH bans. So Omega PH bans Kagura, alright? Kagura, and then ROPH bans Farsa. Alright, these are really common supports right now that are being prioritized, which are good bans for both teams. Alright, I have no problems with those two bans. Kagura, who's the most useless early game, right? Very useless early game hero. And now he's being picked like almost every game. Valir also gets banned. I'm really surprised that they banned Valir because I don't know who picks first. I think Omega picks first after second banning phase. Yeah, I was expecting Omega to take Valir actually, and they also ROPH also banned Jawhead since they need one more offlane and they expect a tank Chu right here from Hayes. So not a bad ban, not a bad ban. So Coach Arcadia is trying to like predict, oh, this Chu's probably gonna be tank because you know they got Hayes, but they picked the Atlas. All right, they picked the Atlas, which is still open. Because of that, Diggie would be perfect here. All right, to just counter the CC from Chu, Khalid, and Atlas. Okay, that's the good part about picking Diggie here, and I think that's why ROPH picked it. From what I've noticed, ROPH picked Diggie when the enemy team had Atlas on the enemy side. All right, on the enemy side, and also ROPH also picked Nat, which is not something that I expected, honestly. The Diggie pick, yes, kind of something that I would expect, but the Nat pick was kind of surprising for me because they're still really squishy. Plus, they don't have any like hard CC, right? Hard CC to hold down this Hearth. Okay, so that's the problem right there. But if Diggie disrupts enough and Natalia disrupts enough of disrupts the Hearth from farming, you know what I mean? Then it'll be really hard for Omega. So it all depends on if this Hearth can go online or not. That's their win condition. Get this Hearth fed. If they fail to do that, they're freaking screwed. They're kind of screwed. Yeah, right? But let's see what else we have here. What is Omega's last pick? So they picked the Xborg. Here, Xborg is actually, I don't know. He kind of has a stalemate against Uranus and Bauman, but it's like a 50-50. It's whoever plays it better on the lane. But Xborg is really good against, like I said, tanky, sustain heroes, which are, Uranus and Bauman are both tanky and sustain heroes. But it still depends on how you execute it, alright, with this Xborg. So now that is the draft right there. To be honest, from what it looks like, I actually honestly thought that Omega PH was gonna win, alright? Based on the draft, I thought that Omega PH was gonna win. But let's see how they executed it to make this lineup work. Alright, this is a very unique lineup that you don't usually see in pro play, in normal ranked games even, alright? It's very unique, alright? Not something that everybody could pull off. Needs a lot of synergy, chemistry from the teammates, communication, and all that. Alright, so let's go into the game. So let's look at the laning phase, alright? Laning phase is gonna be a 2-2-1, alright? So Uranus, oh man, am I seeing the fucking RRQ early game rotation here? I feel like I'm gonna see it here. Uranus is most likely gonna cut top lane. Natalia's gonna give vision, and then they're gonna go for red if nobody's nearby, alright? If nobody's nearby, they're gonna go for red. Alright, I'm just predicting what's gonna happen. I've actually never seen this game before, so this is my first time watching the game. And then of course Diggie and Yusenshin are gonna go fast blue. Just let them clear the mid lane minions and then go fast blue and then go to mid lane. While Bauman is doing solo lane at bot. Alright, so let's see here. I think Uranus is gonna try to cut. I know he's gonna try to cut. Yes, they're doing the fucking RQ early game strat. Yup, here it is. And then Natalia's just gonna be there. I'm surprised Nat is not giving vision like towards this direction. What RQ does is Uranus just cuts and then Natalia gives vision around in this direction. Right here, Bauman obviously does a 1v1, and Harith is gonna try to do fast blue here. See what happens here. Look at that Khalid damage early game. I don't think Reflesha cares. Alright, Chu already gets the first blood. We already know Reflesh is trying to feed. I don't think that was necessary, honestly. Right here, at the early stages of the game, since you're obviously worth, the maximum gold you could get, I don't think it's necessary to sacrifice yourself unless you actually got caught. But I feel like Reflesha did this on purpose already. Like, really quickly. Look, he doesn't even care. I feel like, I don't know, at level 1, when you're not dead, when you haven't died yet as a Diggie, when you're doing the martyr strategy, according to Dave, alright, you wanna let them kill you when you actually get caught, not do it on purpose. And now he actually dies, so he's probably gonna fuck around and try to feed and give vision to the enemy. So he's gonna try to go for this Bulbasaur at this point, and Hayes is just gonna try to get some, some stat EXP right here. EXP. There we go. There we go. I'm surprised they didn't go Hilda off lane. Alright, they already saw the Diggie pick. They could have gone Hilda off lane with the last pick for Omega, right? I'm surprised they didn't do it. Alright, Hayes is still gonna get a kill here. Diggie's worth like 180 gold, I believe, or 160. Natalia gets killed by Khalid right here. So here we go. I don't know what happened there. So let's go back a little bit. The camera guy was not on the red buff. So Uranus and Nat cut top lane, like I said earlier, right? They cut top lane, and now they cleared it, and now they're gonna go for a red buff, just like I freaking predicted earlier. I've seen this rotation before, and here we go. And I think they got too greedy for the red buff, and then Natalia ended up dying for it. I'm not sure who got the red. Uranus got the red. Okay, Uranus got the red, or Nat got the red when she died. I'm not sure. Let's see if Uranus gets seen. Who got the red? I think Nat got the red and then she died. Alright. Probably, because nobody has the red. Here we go. Renzio's in big trouble right here. He better run away. There you go. Nice second skill. Diggie is just giving vision. Trying to be annoying right here. Knowing where the Hearth is. Does Diggie have retry? Yes, Diggie has retry. So, in 6 seconds, if Hearth is not able to kill this, this blue buff, Diggie has a chance to retry this blue buff. Let's see. I don't think he has... Yeah, it's not enough time. So, Haji, which is the Hearth, got the blue buff. That's fine. He's gonna oh, okay. I thought he was gonna stop the recall from there, and Diggie was throwing bombs in the middle of the lane to lower down the minion wave, and then he's trying to be annoying to Hearth. Really, he's just trying to be annoying. Here we go. Let's see what else is happening here. Obviously, at bot lane, we still see a 1v1 Xborg against Bauman, and now it's a 1v1 Khalid versus Uranus. Usually Khalid should win against Uranus. Khalid should win against Uranus, theoretically speaking. Alright? But let's see how they pull it off. Right now it's 4-0, right? It looks like ROPH is in big trouble. They're behind right now. But, like 3 of those kills are from Raflesha. 3 of those deaths, I mean, are from Raflesha. So it's not supposed to be that big of a deal. Raflesha's gonna die again. They're focusing too much on this Diggie. They're chasing him around. So he's doing his job. OMG is literally falling for the bait right now. Just chasing the Diggie around. But then again, you do have to kill the Diggie just to just so that he's not able to poke the Hearth. And here we go, Nat. Actually, Nat is... I'm not sure if second skill works on Nat with Hearth. I don't think it does, since Hearth, that's considered an auto attack, right? So maybe that's why they picked Nat. Wow, I just realized this. I'm stupid. I just realized it. Nat can immune the Hearth's second skill, and she can just stay in the bush. Right here, we see a Raflesha again, trying to time skip the Hearth, and then Nat gonna go for the kill, hopefully. Let's see. There it is. Yup, just as I thought. Not gonna go. And then Raflesha, he doesn't care. He's already 0-5. He's worth like, what? 50, 60 gold, 20 gold even. No, I don't think you get 20 gold. I think 20 gold is by the time you get 8 deaths, I think. Somewhere there. I don't really have it memorized, but it doesn't matter. It diminishes. The gold diminishes. Alright, so compared to last time, right? Diggie has Mystery Shop as the emblem right now. He had, was it Magic Worship or Impure Rage last time, right? When he played the Diggie feeding strategy. Now he has Mystery Shop, which is, I would say, much better since your items would be cheaper. Even though you're not farming, your items will be a lot cheaper. Here we go. Cortese's gonna go for second skill. They don't have anything to interrupt that. Nice, Kurt. He's doing a 2v1 technically. Raflesha doesn't care. He's just buying time for his team. While this Yusenshin is just farming, honestly. Oh, nice play from Renzio right there. Very well played. Yeah, it's really annoying against, what's it called? Against Uranus. His sustain is just too much. As long as Khalid is not near minions, so he could reset his first skill, you should be able to deal with the Khalid. But the fact that Khalid is being zoned out all the way to the second tier tower, he doesn't even have minions to spell vamp or lifesteal from. So that's why he's having trouble right now. And plus Atlas is all the way here. I don't know if they're miscommunicating. Atlas is all the way here on the first tier tower, but Khalid is right here needing help, and he's not helping the Khalid or not giving vision to him, right? So that might be a miscommunication by OMG side. Because what's the point of Atlas being here if you're not gonna help the Khalid, right? And this guy gets caught by Nat. Greed is so good at Nat. And then of course there's the Yusenshin going for the kill, ulti, and then the burst damage with the passive. Here we go. Diggie doesn't want this Atlas to recall because he is 50% health, so he doesn't care right now. Look, he's just buying time. But OMG's falling for the bait. They don't have Hilda. I'm surprised they didn't pick Hilda. Hilda offlane would have been so good here, honestly. But they went for the X-Borg instead. Wow, very surprising right there. So let's see here. Greed again, trying to just be annoying by being invisible and just silencing people. He's so good with this Nat. I feel like why when I play Nat, it's so easy for me to Oi! Oi! He ulted and recalled, but X-Borg saw him. I think that's gonna be an RIP Nat. Yeah, that's gonna be an RIP Nat. Nice try though. Wow. I thought he was gonna pull it off. Alright, very, very, very nice try. Nice thinking from Greed. 200 IQ, but it didn't work. It's alright. He had the right idea. I've seen that play. It has a similar play in League of Legends. Here we go with Shaco, right? Shaco plays kind of like that. Here we go, Raflesha trying to annoy Harith some more. While Harith is focusing this Diggie, this Yisun Shin has been farming freely the whole time. And then these guys are chasing Diggie around that has 8 deaths. He's literally worth a minion. Less than a minion. But then again, he doesn't want to get... Harith doesn't want to get... what's it called? Harassed by the bomb. So that's why he's killing him. You see this? He's killing him. Natalia gets another kill top lane. So the reason why this Khalid is losing top lane, 1v1 Khalid should have won, which he was winning until Nat came in to disrupt and do a 2v1. So that's the reason why this lane is winning. Apparently Bauman doesn't need help. This is going to be a stalemate. X-Borg pushes really slow. Plus Bauman has really good sustain and wave clear. So like as long as Bauman doesn't fight too much here against this X-Borg, this is going to be a stalemate here on this lane. So that's why Natalia is ganking the top lane, right? More than the bot lane. So that's very good, you know, game sense from ROPH. Just basic game sense, honestly. Like why would you gank a lane that's already winning, right? Here we go. Atlas gets countered by the Diggie ulti, and then Bauman did not even need to use ulti, I think, or I don't know if he use it earlier. I didn't see. But Atlas ulted, and then Diggie just countered. Here we go. Raflesha doesn't care. He's just wasting time. Oh my god. And for that reason, they just get so much objectives while Raflesha is just annoying them. Again, I don't think Omega PH was ready for this. Yeah, I don't think they were ready for this because they've seen it before. Obviously, they should have watched the game against Execration, but I don't think they were ready for it at all. Like, they didn't expect ROPH to pull out the defeating Diggie strategy again, and I think they got surprised because last time ROPH played against the Diggie, which was Blacklist, right? Blacklist played Diggie, but the Diggie didn't feed. He played the Diggie normally, but ROPH, whenever they play Diggie, they just do this shit. They do this. So, yeah, I don't know. That last pick should have been Hilda, honestly. Should have been Hilda. And just put Haze, or give Toshi the Chu. I don't know if Toshi plays Chu. I've never seen him play Chu. So that might be the problem there. Maybe hero pool. Nobody plays Hilda here. If you have Hilda, give Haze the Hilda, I think it would have been good. See, look at Khalid. He's actually doing pretty good against this 2v1. Right? He's not doing so bad. It's not even his fault that he's getting 2v1. Because he's not getting any ganks at all. Because look at the Diggie. He's chasing the Harith. He can't get any ganks. Because, first of all, Diggie sees this. Everything. Wherever the core goes, that's where the gank is going to be. But, since they know that where Harith is at all times, Uranus and Natalia just don't care. They don't care about this, about any ganks. They're not worried about any ganks. Same with Bauman, right? Knowing where the enemy is like 50% of the game. It's like having vision 100% of the time. If you play League of Legends, not having Fog of War. That's pretty much what Diggie's doing right now. And then, if Harith does gank a specific lane, which I haven't seen him do at all this whole game. I haven't seen him gank any top lane or bot lane at all. He's just been being chased by Diggie the whole game. Yeah, the Hilda pick should have been there. Problems with hero pool maybe, or Raflesha again. Yeah, at this point, I don't know if he needed to die there, honestly, because sometimes Raflesha is rushing into the tower, and he's dying for like no reason, right? When he could be alive and just keep throwing bombs, and then just let them come to you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm confused about when he's doing this Diggy strategy. And for this time, he's doing like a tank Diggy strategy, right? He's a tankier Diggy. Instead of last time, he went for a damage Diggy, like a poke Diggy strategy, feeding Diggy strategy. This time he's doing a cooldown with rapid boots so he could chase him around instead of a poke. Now Atlas again tried to ulti, but then Diggy ulti was there. Like I said, every time ROPH picks Diggy, there's the Atlas, right? There's the Atlas. They like picking Diggy against Atlas, which is an obvious counter. An obvious counter to the Atlas. Alright, we see here Omega PH, they are so behind that they just pretty much cannot do anything at this point. Their Hearth did not go offline. Those 5 kills that the 5 kills that Hearth got is probably from Diggy. It is from Diggy or Nat. That's it. So it doesn't cost a lot. Like it might look like Hearth is a little bit fed, but he's not. He's not fed at all. As you can see, even Xborg the offlaner has more farm than him. So Haji was probably shocked as well. Like same thing that happened to Execration with Hate. He was probably shocked by the strategy and he's like, what the fuck do I do against this, right? 3-5, even the Diggy has more gold than the Hearth. The offlane Khalid that's getting 2v1 has more gold than the Hearth. You see this? So that's even though he has 5 kills. That 5 kills don't mean anything. Because half those kills are probably like worth 20 gold. Maybe 20, 60 gold maximum. Because Hayes got the first few kills. To be honest, it would have been better if Harith got the first few kills against Diggy. That would have been better if Hayes gave the kills to Harith at the early stage of the game with the maximum amount of gold, so that he could go a little bit online. Right there, I don't know why Diggy had to sacrifice again. Obviously, he's focusing the tower, but yeah, you still have a minion there, so you don't have to focus the tower. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Raflesha dying for no reason. You know what I mean? For no reason. Yes, it is the feeding Diggy strategy, but then again, you want to maximize the potential of the Diggy dying over and over again. But they're so ahead. Holy. Yeah, I cannot believe they did not pick Hilda. They did not learn from, what's it called? They did not learn from Ara. When Blacklist picked Diggy, they expected, they might have expected, or they wanted to counter the Diggy feeding strategy, so they picked Hilda right after. So yeah, I'm really surprised they didn't pick it. But here we go. After that, they just get snowballed and push, right? There we go. Atlas looks like he was about to go in. That's why Diggy ulted right away. Cortese with a second skill sustain. It doesn't matter. Ooh, he flickered out. He's dead. Diggy's dead. It doesn't matter. Diggy is worth 0 gold at this point. Killing spree coming in from Yi Shin. And plus, by the way, the more Harith and Chu kills the Diggy, the more bounty, alright? The more bounty the Yi Shin gets when he kills the Harith and the Chu, alright? So it doesn't matter if you're killing someone with 0 gold. If let's say you're going like legendary when you kill Diggy over and over again, you're gonna have a big bounty on you, alright? And because of that, you get a bunch of gold. Get a bunch of gold. Maybe that's why Chu got the kills in the early game. He doesn't want Harith to have a big bounty. So maybe that's why Diggy was getting killed by Chu early game. Here we go, Atlas ulted. Now Diggy doesn't have ulti, but it's like a last resort. Everybody's going for a team fight. And since RLPH is so ahead, oh look at this. RLPH is so ahead, they don't really care. Nice purify from JP. Yeah, they can't do anything. They don't have any damage output. Khalid got 2v1. Harith has no farm. Hayes is a tank. Chu is a tank. Xborg is not gonna give you enough damage to complete a team fight. And Atlas cannot even set because the Diggy ulti is right there. So like I said, if this Hearth doesn't go online, it's GG, right? And that's why they lost. This is actually my first time watching this game, by the way. I only saw the score line at the end of the game. So GG well played again. RLPH pulling out the victory. All right, so that is it for another Diggy feeding strategy from RLPH. Honestly, it was really similar to the first Diggy strategy that they pulled off against Execration. Same playstyle. But I don't think they have perfected it yet from what it looks like, alright? I still feel like it could be perfected, honestly. Alright? To its full potential without Raflesha just dying for no reason. I don't know. Just my opinion. Tell me what you guys think about it in the comment section below. And that will be it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And I'm out. Peace.